Today we'll do some question based on relation and functions. See the first question number 6. This is exercise 1.1. Question number 6 is show that the relation R in the set 1, 2, 3 given by R 1, 2, 2, 1 is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. So you can now see relation is already given to us. This is R 1, 2, 2, 1. Now I can see that 1, 1 node belongs to R and this 1 belongs to this set A. Let's say this set as A. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. So it implies that R is not reflexive. See, remember one important thing again, that if you want to show that some relation is not reflexive, nor transitive, nor symmetric, if not you want to show, then just a example is sufficient. So I have given just one example, and with the help of this one example I can say this complete relation is not reflexive. Now come to the second part, symmetric. You can see this in relation that 1, 2 belongs to R and also 2, 1 belongs to R, and there are now only two elements in this relation, so we can say this R is symmetric. Now come to transitive. See, for transitive you take another example. Let's say 1, 2 belongs to R and 2, 1 belongs to R, both belonging to R you can see, but your 1, 1 means AC, 1, 1 node belongs to R. It implies that R is not transitive. Now come to question number 7. Show that the relation R in the set A of all the books in the library of a college given by RXY, this XY, X and Y have same number of pages is an equivalence relation. It means we have to show that this is reflexive, this is symmetric, and this is transitive. So let's start now. X comma X belongs to R for all X belongs to A. Here you should see that X is the book in the set A and this is the book of a library, and X comma X will belongs to R if both have the same number of pages. So this is quite obvious that X and X have same number of pages. This is the same book, so same, or you can say there are two books of the same type, so this is reflexive. So we can say that F is, this relation R is reflexive. Next, take the example X comma Y belongs to R. It means that book X and Y have same number of pages, or also you can say that book Y and X have same number of pages. So it implies that Y comma X belongs to R, so we can say that R is symmetric. Now next, third one is we have to show this is transitive. So let's say X comma Y belongs to R and Y comma Z belongs to R. So XY belongs to R and YZ belongs to R. It shows that X, Y, Z have same number of pages, because X comma Y belongs to R means that pages of number of pages in X and number of pages in Y are the same. This Y and Z belongs to R means the number of pages in book Y and number of pages in book Z are same. So I can say this in one line that X, Y, Z have same number of pages. So this also, it implies that X and Z have same number of pages. So it implies that R is transitive. So if this is transitive, let's say this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So we can say from 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, that R is equivalence relation. So this you note down please, how what's the process to show that any relation is an equivalence relation. Now come to this question number 8. Show that the relation R in the set A 1 2 3 4 5 given by R A B and A minus B is even, is an equivalence relation. Show that all three elements 1 3 5 are related to each other and all elements of 2 4 are related to each other, but no element of 1 3 5 is related to any element of 2 4. So now you can see this, how if I draw the arrow diagram, then you can just get an idea. This is 1 2 3 4 5, and here also 1 2 3 4 5. This relation is from A to A. This is your relation R. So now you see that whether 1 will be will have some relation with 1. We have to see that 1 minus 1 is 0, and 0 you can say this is even. So 1 is related to 1, similarly 2 is related to 2, and 3 related to 3, and 4 related to 4, 5 related to 5. Now next, can 1 relate to 2? No, 1 cannot relate to 2 because 1 minus 2 is 1, which is odd. So 1 will be relating to 3. So 1 is going to relate to 3, and 1 is also going to relate to 5. So this is the relation that you can see with one example I have taken. You can see here also I am just writing this relation in the roster form so that things can be cleared. This 1 comma 1 belongs to R, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5, because all these pairs, if you do the difference, then you will get 0, and 0 is a even number. So now next one is we start from 1. So 1 can be paired with 3, 1 can be paired with 5. So this is with 1. Now take 2. 2, 3 cannot be done. 2, 2 already we have taken. 2, 4 can be taken. Now 2, 5 cannot be taken. Now 3, 3 already taken. 3, 1 can be taken. 3, 1 difference is, because this is modulus and difference is even. So 3, 1 is there. 3, 3 already we have taken. 3, 5 can be taken. Now next you see 2, 1. 2 1 is also 2 1 cannot be taken. So now this is start with 4. 4 1 cannot be taken. 4 2 yes can be taken, and then 4 cannot be taken with 5. Now 5 comma 1 can be taken. 5 comma 3 can be taken, and 5 comma 5 we already taken. So this is the roster form. Now we have to see whether this relation is an equivalence relation or not. So you see 1 2 3 4 5, these are the elements of A, and 1 comma 1 2 comma 2 3 comma 3 4 comma 4 5 comma 5 all belonging to this relation. So I can say that A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. It implies that R is reflexive. Once you write the relation in the roster form, means you write all the elements, then it's sufficient to mention this statement only, because this is quite obvious. This 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5, they all are written very clearly. So just write that statement that A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A, implies that R is reflexive. Next one, we have to see that whether this is symmetric or not. So simply we take some example. So, or you can say like this, that 3 1 is there, 1 3 is there, 3 5 is there, 5 3 is there. Or we can do like this also, x comma y belongs to R. It implies that x minus y is even. Also you can say, you take minus common, y minus x you do is also even. Also you can say that y minus x is even, so it implies that y comma x belongs to R, and now you can say that R is symmetric. Mark this as 1, mark this as 2. Now next one is transitivity. Let this is for all xy belongs to R, and let x comma y belongs to R, y comma z belongs to R. So now x minus y belongs to R, z minus y belongs to R. It means that, which implies x minus y and y minus z are even. So differences are even. Now we have to show that x z, we can take this x minus z now. Now we have to show this is even. If you want to show this, that this is the transitive function, transitive relation. So you can see now I'm adding this y and doing this y minus z I'm doing. So it can be written as x minus y plus y minus z. This is the property of modulus. So this is even, this is even. So you can say this is sum of two even. This is even. Reason you can mention sum of two even number is even. So you can say this is that R is transitive. So mark this as 3. So from 1, 2 and 3 we see that R is an equivalence relation. Now next we have to show that all the element 1, 3, 5 are related to each other, and all the elements of 2, 4 are related to each other. It simply means related to each other means 1, 3, 5 you take. So this is the set, and you can see that 1 minus 3, 3 minus 1, 1 minus 5, 5 minus 1, then 3 minus 5, 5 minus 3. They all modulus, you can all mods, you can see that all are even. So all are even, it means that all elements are related to each other. We have taken 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 5, 5, 1, 3, 5, 5, 3. So 1, 5 is 1, 5 is also taken. So all the possible combinations have been taken. Now you can say this that 1, 3, 5 all elements are related to each other. It means that all elements are even. So all are even, are related to each other. Now second one is 2, 4. You can see 2, 4, that 2 minus 4, 4 minus 2, and you can see 2 minus 2 also, and 4 minus 4 also. They all are, or are even. You can simply say even. Here also you may say 1 minus 1, 3 minus 3, and 5 minus 5. So this way you can say that 2, 4 element of 2, 4 are related to each other. Next you have to show but no element of 1, 3, 5 is related to any element of 2, 4. It means simply, now you can see that 1 minus 2, you take 1 minus 4, you take 3 minus 2, you take 3 minus 4, you take 5 minus 2, you take 5 minus 4, are, these are all odd. So you can say that 2, 4 is not related to or you can say 2 4 is not related to 135, or 135 is not related to 2 4. Now see question number 9. Question number 9 is, you have to show that the relation R, this relation R in the set A, x comma x belongs to Z and x is from 0 to 12, given by R AB modulus A minus B is a multiple of 4, and second part is R equal to AB, A equal to B is an equivalence relation. We have to show both are the equivalence relation. This is in first part and this is in second part, and find the set of all elements related to 1 in each case. So this is the common for all, for both parts. So we are now going to do the first part, that we take R A B, A minus B is a multiple of 4. So now you can simply say that A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. Reason you can mention, because A minus A is equal to 0. It can also be written as 0 into 4. It says that it is a multiple of 4, which is a multiple of 4, and 0 is a multiple of all the numbers, so it means that R is reflexive. So we mark this as 1. Next we say about the symmetricity. So A comma B belongs to R. Let A comma B belongs to R. It implies that A minus B is a multiple of 4, let's say 4m. Also you may say, you may write it like this, B minus A equal to 4m, or you can say that B minus A, because this is the modulus sign, if minus is there it will make it positive, so this is going to be 4m. So it implies that B comma A belongs to R, and it means that R is symmetric. So mark this as 2. Now third part we have to show that this is transitive. Now third part, this is third part of this will be doing that AB, let AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. So what does it mean when I say AB belongs to R? It means A minus B is a multiple of 4. I can say this is 4m. M is some natural number, or you can say whole number, not natural number, this is a whole number, and BC matlab B minus C is equal to 4n, n where m and r some whole numbers. Now we have to show that AC belongs to R. So now you see that AC, if I take AC, I can do like A minus B plus, and this is C. I can add B and can subtract B also, but this way we can use the modulus property, and we know that this is equal to A minus B plus B minus C. So this is 4m plus 4n, and you can say take 4 common, so m plus n now it has come. It implies that A minus C is a multiple of 4. It means you can say that A comma C belongs to R, and it means that R is transitive. So mark this as third, this was your second, this is your first. So we can say from 1, 2 and 3 that R is an equivalence relation. Now next we have to show find the set of all elements related to 1 in each case. So you see that with 1 you will take which number? Let's say this is 1 comma A and belongs to R, and A belongs to capital A, and capital A has elements from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to 12. So you have to tell me which A you should take here, so that this will be a multiple of 4. Or you can say here also, or I am writing this way, that 1 minus A is a multiple of 4. So think of the numbers out of where a belongs to, where a belongs to, you can say 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 12. So first number will be, obviously first number will be 1 itself, because 1 will be a multiple of 4. 1 minus 1 is 0, and 0 is a multiple of 4. So 1 can be taken. So we can say that the elements related to 1. See, this is the symbol we say this is an equivalence class. This is equivalence class of 1. Equivalence class of 1, and it simply means the elements which are related to 1. We have to write all these elements. So 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1 can be taken. Now 1 comma 3 cannot be taken, 1 comma 4 cannot be taken, 1 comma 5. So 5 can be taken. Then 6, 1 6 is 5, 1 6 7 8 9. The next number will be 9, because 1 minus 9 is 8. 8 is a multiple of 4. 9, then 10, 11, 12. You cannot take now any number. So this is the equivalence class of 1, or you can say the elements related to 1 are 1, 5 and 9. Now see question number 11. Show that the relation R in the set A of points in a given in a plane given by R, P, Q, and these 2 points are belonging to this relation if distance of P from origin is the same as the distance of Q from the origin. Is an equivalence relation we have to show. Next, further show that the set of all points related to a point P which is not equal to 0 is passing through the point P with origin as its center. So you consider this xy plane. If there are infinite points, there are infinite point in this xy plane, but if I take this point as P, so it means this distance, the distance of this point origin, let's say this is 1 unit for example, then there can be many points which distance can be, let's say this is another point, this is Q, so this PQ can be in relation because this distance of OP is 1 and this distance of OQ is 1, and there can be infinite number of points which distance can be equal to OP. And so let's now start, after understanding this, that P comma P belongs to R for all P belongs to means the point set of points in the given plane. So why this is I'm saying it means because you simply say, because OP is equal to OP means distance of P from origin is equal to distance of P from the origin. So simple is that. Now we say that R is an equivalence relation. Not equivalence, R is a reflexive. R is reflexive. That we have to prove. Equivalence we have to show after proving that this is symmetric, reflexive and transitive. So mark this as 1. Now next one, we take P comma Q belongs to R. We are letting this P comma Q belongs to R, or let's say for all PQ belongs to R. What it implies that OP and OQ are the distance of P point from origin and distance of Q point from origin are same because this is belonging to R. So also I can say कि distance of OQ is equal to distance of OP because distance are same. You say whether OP equal to OQ or you say OQ equal to OP, the same thing. But this way if you write, you say that QP belongs to R, it means that R is symmetric. Mark this as 2. Now for transitivity, let PQ belongs to R and QZ belongs to R. Try to understand with the help of this that P, this is P and this is Q, and let's say this is Z. So all this OP equal to OQ because this is given that they are belonging to R, and this OQZ also belonging to R, so it means that OQ distance and OZ distance will be same. So it can be any distance, 4 unit, 5 unit, 6 unit, 7 unit, any unit. So for example, I've taken this as just 1 unit for your understanding. But okay, so what you can say that from this relation that OP is equal to OQ, and from this relation you can say OQ equal to OZ. So from this relation, what it implies, you can say that simply OP is equal to OZ. If OP equal to OZ, it means O comma this P comma Z belongs to R. So it implies that R is transitive. Mark this as 3. So from 1, 2 and 3, you can say that R is an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Okay, next part that we have to prove, that show that the set of all points related to point P, which is origin नहीं हो सकता, it can be any point, is the circle passing through P with origin as center. So I told you have to write the equivalence class of P, or you can say all the elements related to P. You see this diagram, for example, this is O, this is P, this is X unit distance. For example, this is X unit. Now this time you take, so how many points can be there on this plane whose distance will be X unit from the origin? So you can see there is this point, let's say this Q, there this PQR, this is Z, any this is M, this is N. There are infinite points whose distance will be X unit from the origin. So it means you can say this is a set of all elements which forms a circle, with radius OP. So OP is the radius, and all these points, infinite points, they all will be having the same distance as OP. So all points are, collectively they are making the circle. So this is how you can write the answer.